My first time going live on YouTube and on Facebook. I'm also live on Twitch, so live on everything all at once. And this is very new for me because my Twitch, I have just a small, teeny tiny following, and I usually do Minecraft um, playing Minecraft, talking about different things. But this is my first time going onto YouTube and Facebook. So I'm very excited. And hello. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how these go. This might be a normal morning thing, usually earlier than this. But since I am not working, start my holidays until after the new year. I'm I kind of slept in a little bit, which is okay and fine. So today, yeah, so the point of these is just to talk about different mindset topics and things like that. I have a little message here. I just want to take a look at it. Um, okay, no, never mind. All right, so yeah, so these are just to talk about different things to do with mindset training um, and things like that. Also, mindfulness and just whatever I feel inspired to talk about. Right. So today I want to talk about letting it be easy. So, the whole idea with that is when we want to manifest something, we sometimes think it has to be difficult, right? So, we're introducing a limiting belief and maybe some negative feelings around that, right? And when it comes to manifesting, those are both very counterproductive, right? So, it's these things are hard because we've told ourselves they're going to be hard, right? And they don't have to be. These are just more of those messages, more of those limiting beliefs that we tell ourselves. And it's not putting us in the right frame of mind to be able to manifest something because if we don't believe it can be true, then it won't be true. And if we have limiting beliefs around it and uh, some bad feelings, some negative feelings, we're not in that high vibe, the universe isn't going to bring it to us because they're sensing the dis-ease associated with it. So it's not going to be a thing. It's not going to be something that we're going to be able to bring into our lives as reality. Even if we go through all the different habits and all the different things and we work on our vision board, we're focusing on our power word and all of that. If we don't have the right feelings and we still have these limiting beliefs around it, it's not going to happen, right? So we have to find our ways to make it easy and let it be easy. And I think one of the most comforting things with anything that we want to manifest is we're trying to manifest our desires, right? So things in our life that we really, really want. It's um, it's something that either we've gone through exercises to sort of uncover what our dreams are, what it is that we want, or it's something that we've always wanted, right? So we wouldn't have that desire if it wouldn't be possible. So if, God, universe, angels, whatever your belief is, if they if it wasn't possible, you wouldn't have that desire. Okay? So it is possible because you want it. Okay? So because you want it, that means it can also be easy, right? We don't have to struggle. And that's a decision that we can make. And I'm going to tell you a little story. It's a bit ironic, actually. And I've been wanting to go live in the mornings for a long time. And it's something I knew I wanted to be part of my business, part of my process, part of my systems and everything. But I had convinced myself it was going to be hard, right? It was going to be difficult and everything. So I did the things, right? I worked through my limiting beliefs and all this stuff. So I went to start going live, and I went live on Instagram, but the feeling wasn't good, right? It didn't feel good while I was doing it. It didn't feel good afterwards. It just, eh, you know, it just didn't feel right. And I thought, well, you want to go live on YouTube and you're used to going live on Twitch. So maybe that's what you need to do. So I kind of rethought things and I'm like, okay, I can do this. And when I stream on Twitch, I use this program called Streamlabs OBS. So I know how that works, right? So I was doing that. And so finally I'm in the right feelings for going live. I did the process of helping myself to kind of wake up early. Generally speaking, not really a morning person, but I went through the process to help me be more awake and able to do these sorts of things in the morning. And so I did that on Tuesday. No, Tuesday? No, Wednesday. Sorry, Wednesday. So I did that. I was ready to go. Wednesday, I wake up bright eyed. I'm ready to go. Everything is great. Turn on my laptop, connect. I checked with everything. My YouTube wouldn't connect to my Streamlabs. Even though I'd gone through everything to make it connect, it wouldn't connect. And I battled with that. I kept a positive mindset. I kept thinking the good thoughts. But it was just, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm going to talk about Let It Be Easy. And I couldn't connect. And it was getting to the point where I couldn't go live because I needed to get to work. So it was such a challenge. And it was so frustrating. That was on Wednesday of this week. Today's Friday. That was on Wednesday. On Thursday, then I went to get ready and all this. And I'm like, okay, Dawn, it's a good time. It's set up right. Everything's going to work for you because you figured out all the little issue. YouTube's connected. TikTok is connected, or not TikTok. Um, Twitch is connected. All good, right? Ready to go. And my daughter, who's typically a later in the day person as well, she woke up early and needed my attention. So ran out of time again. And like, it's going to be easy, it's going to work, but for whatever reason, those mornings were not the morning. Today's the morning. And I'm happy because not only was I able to get YouTube working and Twitch is working, but I figured out how to do it on Facebook too. And that was easy, right? So I let it be easy. And it's the same thing with any sort of content creation, right? I have this overthinking, right, that I do in my head about content creation and having, daily posts on Facebook and Instagram and all of that. And I have it in my head that it needed to be hard and I was overthinking it. It's like, no, it doesn't need to be hard because you know what you want to do, which is go live, right? And then chop that up into little clips and use those as my reels and use those as my stuff. And it's that whole repurposing stuff, right? And I'm looking at this and I can see the thing on my screen, right? And I'm thinking, you know what, I can have better lighting, I can do that kind of stuff. But don't worry about that. Just get on, get used to it, and it's going to be easy, right? And then I can use that to create my content because coming up with like one thing to talk about, I can talk about it for a long time. But to come up with one thing to talk about and make it into tiny little clips, it seemed hard for some reason in my head. And I don't know why, because I was able to do them, but they just seem to take more of my effort, right? And I'm not about that. I'm not opposed to working hard, but I want to work smart. And so that's where these are coming in. And I like the idea of going live. I'm used to going live and I like going live. A couple weeks ago on the 13th and 14th of December, I was part of a summit. And I let that be easy as well. Like I was nervous, don't get me wrong. I was nervous and excited and everything, but I decided that could be easy because that's something I know how to do and I can get behind, right? So I had everything prepared and I say I let it be easy, but I inadvertently made it complicated, but the universe knew what they were doing, right? So had my points written out to make sure I stay on track because I didn't know how nervous I was going to be, so I made sure I was going to stay on track. But then I had sort of a separate little Word doc that I wrote a couple of little things out to make sure I had um, explained more fully, so I could explain properly, and it had some slightly more scientific stuff to it. So I wanted to make sure I was nailing all the points of that correctly. Um, So I'm following my points, my bullet points for the first little bit. And then I switched over to my other doc for a second to explain something about the reticular activating system and sort of the brain filter that goes along with that to um, so that the brain lets in that which we believe and will filter out anything we don't believe. And then I went to go back to my bullet points. And when I did that, I collapsed it by mistake. So there I was. There was like, I don't know how many people were watching live, but that summit had like 200 views. And I knew there were going to be a lot of people watching it. And I lost my notes and I had to just kind of wing it. And I had this momentary like, oh no. I'll be honest, I was thinking different words, but that's what I'll say right now. And so I had to wing it. And I did. And it was fine because I knew I could do this. I knew I could do that. I could go live, I could talk about a thing, and it was going to work because I let it be easy. Right. So, yeah, it can be easy if we let it be easy and we work. I think also working from our zone of genius, right? And what we know we can already do and we can build upon that helps as well, right? I can go live. I can talk live. I can, like, I'll be honest, I have like little notes here, right, on my little book to kind of keep me on track. But it's like one, two, three, four, five, six little bullet points. And I can probably easily talk for like 20 minutes, half an hour. I'm not going to talk for that long, but I could if I wanted to. And I'm just looking, and I have a little chat thing up, but I don't see. I'm just showing Twitch. What happens if I do that? Okay. All right. Yeah. So if you have any questions, I have no idea who's watching or if anybody's watching, but we'll see. As these become more regular, maybe people will start watching, and I have a regular set time and advertise that. Um, but yeah. So if you're trying to come up with the whole letting it be able to go live every morning with ease and flow and have a creative conversation with anybody who's watching my audience, the flow of going live is easy for me. I'm able to be entertaining and educational, and my audience loves it. It is done, and I love it. It's a great way to end your affirmations, or this or something better. Either one or both is a great way to end your affirmations. So, building it into your affirmations is a great way to kind of work you through, but then also coming up with your limiting, making sure that you're following through on your limiting beliefs. So, if there's anything that's really blocking you from being able to go live or from blocking you from making it be easy, you have to work on that, right? And so, there's a lot of different ways that you can work on your limiting beliefs. I have like a whole program with regards to not just manifestation, but where we really do a big deep dive into limiting beliefs. And I'm launching that in January. So it's going to be really good and working through those limiting beliefs. Um, you want to have the energy going along with that. And if you're manifesting in kind of more of a panic way or a manic way, right? That's the kind of energy you're bringing into it. When you want it to be easy, you have to make your affirmation calm and easy, right? So it can't be something that you have this panic mode about it, right? So you need to be calm, you need to be a little bit more at peace and making it that way. I can do affirmations where I am at calm and I am at peace, but I can also and they're still at a high vibration, but I can also do them with a lot of energy and a lot of excitement when that's the right kind of energy I want to bring into that affirmation, right? Because you think about what it is that you're wanting to do, what it is that you're wanting to create, and you want to bring that energy in that is the right energy for what it is you're wanting to manifest into being, right? Um, and one of the parts of the manifestation process, and with the letting it be easy as well, it's not about chasing, right? You're wanting you to receive, right? So you're not wanting to chase it, you're wanting to receive it. So if you have to leave space to also receive it. So you're letting it be easy. You're making affirmations about it being easy. You're working on any limiting beliefs that you have about it, right? You've asked the universe for this through your affirmations. You're bringing it into your visualization exercises, your vision board, your power word, focus, all of that about letting it be easy. And now you have to leave space to receive, right? And it's in the receiving where you're going to get your inspired, um, oh, that's the word, your inspiration, your intuition, your divine intuition. You're going to receive that, but you have to leave some space for it. And when you leave the space for it, the universe is going to show you or give you signs to what it is that your next steps are going to be. You're going to wake up and you're going to have a divine inspiration of what your next steps are going to be, what it is that you want to do, right? So that's how that whole process works and why letting it be easy is actually a very crucial part in it when you're trying to grow, especially when you're trying to grow something new, right? So let it be easy, let it be fun. Because if it's not fun, I like going live, which is why I was allowed to make this be easy, right? If it's not fun, you're not bringing the right vibration to it, you're not bringing the right energy to it. So let it be easy, let it be fun. Um, so if you, I've mentioned a power word a couple times throughout this discussion. That is a great way to get some focus, and it's a mini vision board. And I don't have it in front of me. I should have it with me when I do these things so I can show it. But I have one that's coming up for December 30th. I'm going to put a link in the description for this video because I'm going to take this and I'm going to sort of clean up the beginning and clean up the end a little bit and post it for YouTube, make some clips out of it and all that kind of stuff. But in the description, I'm going to put a post. I'm going to put a link for Power Word. So it's coming up on December 30th. It's only $7, right? So it's this nice thing right at the end of 2023, getting ready for 2024, getting some focus, getting some vision for what it is that you want to accomplish in 2024. So, like I say, that link is going to be in the description. Um, but yeah, so these go lives are going to become, I think, a regular thing because I really liked this. This had a lot better energy than when I was on Instagram. And that's kind of the important thing. When I talk about power words, when I talk about any courses or anything that I have, right, energy is the most important thing. And I'm going into it with good energy because it's what I feel inspired to share. Okay. Sometimes these are things that I'm learning and creating and getting success from right along with everyone else. And I think when I want to talk about different things, it's because either somebody who's going to hear it and watch it and see it needed to hear it, or I needed to talk about it and I needed to process it, right? So the universe is through me either sharing something other people needed to hear or having me process it live in front of everybody. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this first live stream. And yeah, I hope this is just the first of many. Okay. So, have an awesome day. Go out there, slay the day. It is December 22nd. It's almost Christmas. 'Tis the season